Anthropic dropped Claude Design. This tool tanked Figma's stock by 7% on day one. Let me show you 3 real builds end-to-end. A PowerPoint presentation, a landing page, and a product launch video. Let's start building. If you create many presentations, then the first build is for you. To get access to Claude Design, you must be on a paid Claude subscription. Make sure you have at least the Pro plan. Let's open it up. So go to your browser, access claude.ai, and then go to design in the left menu. The first time you access it, we have to create one design system. If you are an already existing brand, you can add your guidelines in here, attach them in any format, or if you have them in Figma file, that will also work. Your brand guidelines should be a document like this, containing all the elements of your brand, like logo, colors, fonts, sizes, spacing, all the visual elements your designer built for you. If you don't have an existing brand guideline, so you have nothing to upload, then I will show you 2 quick ways to create a new brand from scratch. Option number 1 is getting inspiration from a collection of 70 available brands. Go to this GitHub repo and get one brand that you like. Let's check out Airbnb, for example, and you can see all their brand identity. Other example is Apple, and here's a dark theme from Bugatti. So choose one brand whose style you really like, select their name, get this file called .md, which is a markdown. So we are gonna download the design and save it to your computer. Now go back to Claude Design and upload this file here. If you have more assets, like you have your logo, let's say, in a different file, you can add as many files as you'd like. Continue to generation and give it 5 minutes. This is how it looks like. In the left-hand side, you have a chat. You can use this chat to make updates to your design system. Let's check it out. We have all the elements, everything from colors, different styles, spacing, some web elements like badges, buttons, cards, and even a logo that I added. Make any updates if necessary. If you are happy with the result, then publish this design system. We are ready to create our first presentation. Go to slide deck, give it a name, and now we are gonna select the design system we just created. Here we have the chat, and this is what we are gonna use. Let's understand Claude Design limits. These limits are different than the Claude or Claude Code ones. Each week, your Claude Design limit will reset. So for each one of the 5 builds, we have to use these credits as efficiently as possible. To create our presentation, we have 2 steps. Step number 1 is the visual part. What colors and fonts do we use? And the second part, the content of the presentation. It is okay to use Claude Design to take care of the placement, so all the visual elements of our PowerPoint presentation, but it's not okay to brainstorm content inside this chat. If you just want AI to help you with, hey, let's say I want to create a presentation, I have a sales proposal, I just had a call with a client, please build me 5 slides presentation, and here is my meeting transcript. This brainstorming about the content, it's not token efficient to be made here in this chat. So what's the alternative? The best way is to use Claude AI, so this chat right here, or ChatGPT if you already have it. So you can say, hey, this is my topic of my presentation. I will create a 5 slides presentation for a client, and I will give it as much context as I can. Let's say, hey, this will be a sales proposal. This is my call transcript because I recorded the call. And this is my website, so you know who am I, what are my services. You can give it information about your prices. And all I have to do is instruct ChatGPT or Claude AI to only give me the markdown file. I only want the content of the PowerPoint presentation, but please do not create the PowerPoint for me. So I only need the structure, the text of the 5 slides. Then I will take this markdown file, which is basically a text file. Think of it like how you organize your text in a Word document. You have a title, paragraph, you bold some text, right? So this is just a text representation. So we have this markdown file. We go to design and ask it, please create me a presentation. Here is the content. And all I do is I attach this markdown file from the chat. 5 minutes later, this is what I have. So all the branding was respected. And this is slide number 1. The second one, from the sales transcript, we got a couple of problems that this client had and 3 solutions. Slide number 4 and slide number 5. If you want to edit this, you have 2 options. One of it, and the cheapest one from a token perspective, is just click edit, and most of the fields will be editable, so you can change the text like so. But if you want some update that is not a simple text, then you can use the chat and say, hey, on slide 1, I think it's too crowded. Can you give me a more minimalist style? So 2 ways of editing, right? From here or from the chat. The second option is tweak. If you want to ask for a variation, you can ask for a tweak. This is a more general change in the look and feel. You can say, hey, I think the navy color is too strong. Can you use more gold from my color palette? So this would be an example of a tweak. Once the tweak is implemented, you will have them here. So for same presentation, I have 3 tweaks. Let's check it out. This is the first one. The second one, I don't really like it. It's like an old style design. And the third one. The third thing, it's markup. You can click something on the presentation, circle it up like this, and you can send Claude a note saying, hey, please add one web element in this circled area. And what will happen is Claude will read this print screen and it will implement it. This is also expensive because it will take a screenshot and it will read it here in this chat. So out of markup, edit, and hide tweaks, the most token efficient one to make changes to your first draft is edit. Once you're happy with your presentation content, you can download it in a couple of formats. PowerPoint is the most popular one, but you can also have zip, PDF, standalone HTML, or you can send it to Canva. Build number 2, websites or landing pages. This time, go to prototype, give it a name, and select the same design system we already created. We have 2 options, wireframe or high fidelity. We will go with high fidelity. Here we have 2 options. One is using the chat and describing what do you want to create. In our case, it will be a landing page. Or you can use this panel and design your sketch. This is the sketch I made. I'm imagining one landing page and we have a huge title stating the problem we solve for our ICP, some video testimonial, 4 cards. Let's say this is a landing page for offering some consultation sessions, then a floating bar with a couple of logos, some testimonials, and I asked it, hey, can you please create me a landing page for this consulting company? I just made this sketch, so basically help me out to build this landing page. This is how it looks like. I can open it full screen. Let's check it out together. We have a menu, a couple of logos in the top, a button with book a call, placeholder for a video, this floating bar, the 4 cards, testimonials, couple of questions, frequently asked questions section. For a first draft in one shot only, I think this is very nice. Now, if you want to build something more complex, for example, backend functionalities, let's say you want to add a payment processing on this landing page, anything related to backend would have to go to Claude Code. So do not confuse what we are seeing right now. This is Claude Design, and it only helps us with wireframes and mockups, basically everything related to UI. But if I want to add backend stuff like a database, payment processing, so on and so forth, you would have to share it and hand off to Claude Code. This is the idea. One common confusion that people make is thinking Claude Design is the same as Lovable, can handle both front-end and back-end. But Claude Design cannot do it by itself. Here are 2 pro tips when it comes to designing landing pages or websites. You can start from full page screenshots. Here are 2 ways to do it. You can use a website like dribble.com. They have an amazing collection of web designs. So what you would do is just grab all the images they provide for a certain design you like and drop them back into Claude Design. Method number 2, if you want a particular page that you saw and you have in mind, you can just grab their link, place it into your browser, right-click Inspect Element, and you will grab the full page screenshot. If I will scroll down, you can see this is the entire website. I just press Command Shift P, type screenshot, capture full size screenshot, and here it is. It's gonna be downloaded. This is how it looks like. If I just upload the full page screenshot that I got inside Claude Design and ask it, please build me the landing page, make sure it is also responsive, this is what I got. I have the same exact structure, but in our brand guidelines. We have the title, the video, and you can also see how other colors look like in your brand. For example, now we have this accent color in the bottom right corner with the twigs, but we can use different ones. So the colors changed. Maybe we can get new ideas. We have this red and this green. Actually, I think the first one looks the best. Pro tip number 2, animations and 3D effects. If I want to change individual parts of my website, let's say I want to add one animation here in the background and I want some effect with these 3 cards. You can go to a website called 21st.dev. In the left hand side, they have all the elements in a website. I will choose cards and pick one effect that I like. They have a very nice collection, so go ahead and take a look. I will choose this one, and to add this effect to my website, I will just copy this prompt and go back to Claude. This is the prompt I added, and I will ask Claude, hey, can you add this effect to the cards? I am referring to the testimonial cards. Now let's add a 3D animation. I'm searching for one that I like. Let's say maybe this one. I will copy the prompt and I will modify the colors. I want this animation to be in a different color palette to match the existing page. The cards effect was added. We can see this tilting motion whenever I hover on them. And this is what we got. I think it's a bit too strong, but you can always go back and ask Claude to make it a bit more discreet. Option 2, after I asked it to make it a bit more discreet so that the video stays the main focus, this version is way better. Let's check if this is also responsive. I will go to full screen, right-click Inspect so that we can open developer tools, and with Command-Shift-M, you can see mobile options. Let's choose iPhone 12 Pro and see how it looks like. If I scroll down, I can see everything it's looking correct. One best practice for mobile, this button, the CTA button, call to action, I think it would be best to stay fixed in the bottom of the screen, right? Build number 3, creating a video. I want to use the same design system, the same color and fonts, but this time creating a 15 seconds vertical video that I can use on Instagram or TikTok. I will make 2 attempts. Attempt number 1, I will use template, call it AIG video, animation and select the design system. In this attempt, I will let Claude Design to create all the story behind the scenes. The only prompt I give is, please create me a vertical video, duration 15 seconds. It is a video for launching a community called AIG, AI by Gabriela. The ideal customer profile are non-technical people, and we teach them how to use AI. The tools that we use, Claude Code, Hermes, and other AI agents. This is the only thing we send to Claude Design. I get some questions like what type of video editing do I prefer, what's the audience. It asks me to re-upload the logo, although the design system had the logo. And let's check out the result. I think it's very dynamic. The colors are indeed respected. The fonts are the same from the design. AI for non-techies. The logo is correct. Nice. But I'm curious if we can get it even better. For the second attempt, I'm gonna use 3 different tools. I'm gonna use Claude Design, which will be responsible of the visual identity using the same design system. I'm gonna use HyperFrames. This one will teach Claude Design how to do animations. And I'm gonna use Claude AI with a custom skill. First, I will add HyperFrames to Claude Design so that Claude Design knows how to create animations. This is what HyperFrames looks like. It is a skill inside this GitHub repo. I will add the link in the description. And if you want a detailed video on how to use HyperFrames, I will link it up here. All I have to do is take this skill. I will just copy it, skill.md, download it to my computer, and go back to Claude Design. This is the first upload. Together with the skill from HyperFrames, I will add a new prompt that describes each and every part of the scene. How do we achieve that? Well, we will go to Claude AI and use a custom skill. I will attach this skill also in the first link. So in theory, this skill was built for product ads, but I'm curious if it works for this type of videos as well. So what I did is just I asked Claude AI to use this custom skill and to write me a prompt. So I said, hey, I want a 15 seconds video for a new community called AIG, AI by Gabriela. We teach non-technical people how to use AI, bam, bam, bam. And I need you to use this custom skill and write me a prompt. Claude AI understands the custom skill was built for product ads, so it will adapt it a little bit. But long story short, it will give me one prompt and upload it here. At this moment, we have 2 attachments, the prompt from Claude AI, the skill from HyperFrames, and I just ask Claude Design, hey dude, I attached a skill that teaches you how to create animations, and please create this video. That's it, because the video itself is described in here in this prompt, right? So let's see the second result. This one is more modern. It's like, I don't know, it's learn AI. This part I don't like. So I think we have some mistakes. AI isn't just for engineers, but the movement and the entire design, I like it better. I like the fact that it has AIG big in the background compared to the first attempt. This one is more dynamic, but I don't know. It screams it was AI made, right? Our 3 builds are now complete. You know how to create branded presentations and save them as PowerPoint, PDF, or send them to Canva. You know how to build landing pages using some inspiration brands and create videos.